Hunt Palmer here for BayouBengalsInsider.com and Louisiana Daily. As Florida Week approaches here in Baton Rouge, LSU defeats Towson over the weekend and improves to 5-0. It was a game in which we talked about LSU needed to clean up its internal problems and not worry about the opponent. Well, 10 more penalties, 2 more turnovers for LSU, and a sloppy, uninspired performance against the Towson Tigers over the weekend. But that's all in the rearview mirror. LSU now has to look ahead, has 7 conference games in 8 weeks, and it begins in the Swamp this week against the Florida Gators. Going to be the stiffest challenge LSU has faced all year and the most hostile environment. The Swamp in Gainesville is one of the best places in all of college football to watch a game. I remember back in 2006 when Chris Leak and Tim Tebow were there, that place was absolutely on fire when LSU went in there on that Saturday, and LSU was outclassed from the opening kickoff on that team that went to the Sugar Bowl and defeated Notre Dame. It's a tough place to play, and that's a program that's feeling really good about itself right now. It's 3-0 in the conference, won at Tennessee and at A&M, and they feel like they're trying to turn a corner here, and this would be that signature win for Will Muschamp to get things really rolling down in Gainesville. LSU's going to have to deal with a lot of things from Florida, the energy, the enthusiasm, the environment, but Florida's got a lot of good players too, and it starts with a change at quarterback. Jeff Driscoll has entered this year, and he is playing really good football. He's being efficient. He's not turning the ball over. He's picking up first downs with his feet, and he's really taking control of that position that was really in flux the last 2 years down in Gainesville with Jeff Brantley and with Driscoll and Jacoby Brissett last year. So he's really doing a good job running that offense. Also, Mike Gillislee has given Florida a really nice ground game. He's been physical between the tackles, not like Jeff Dempson and Chris Rainey, who are always running on the perimeter. This is a physical downhill rushing attack for Florida, who is near the top of the league in rushing the football. So LSU's going to have to stop the run, and that's the first thing they always do at LSU. They got a great defensive line. They've been good in that department all year long, and if they make Driscoll throw the ball to beat him, LSU will be in good position. On the offensive side of the ball for the Tigers, take care of the football and don't have penalties. Florida is not a team that should put a ton of pressure on the perimeter. LSU's been juggling those tackle positions. We saw Alex Hurst play left tackle last week and Vidal Alexander at the right tackle. That may stick. Les Miles did hint today in his media luncheon that Josh Jurasic might well play left tackle moving forward. We'll have to see. But Florida is last in the league in sacks. They have just 5 in 4 games. So LSU should be able to keep pressure off Zach Mettenberger. The Tigers have got to run the ball. They'll have to do that likely without J.C. Copeland, who could miss some time, potentially a great deal of time with a knee injury. But if LSU can run the ball, keep the pressure off Mettenberger, they should be able to take that crowd out of the game early. That's the deal. LSU's got to keep the crowd out of the game, get on top early, because if Florida gets an advantage of 7, 10, 14 points, it could be a long afternoon for the Tigers in Gainesville. Reporting for BayouBengalsInsider.com and Louisiana Daily, I'm Hunt Palmer.